That is your boy Easy Work Boxing, baby. About to hit you everywhere, but under your feet with this one. Got to express myself on, my boy Keith Thurman versus Tszyu. I'm happy that my boy Keith Thurman is coming back, and I know, this is a hard fight for him right now. I don't really know why he came back and trying to fight Tszyu. It's a very, especially without having the belt on the line. Now, if the belt was on the line, I'd be like, okay, I know what Keith doing. He trying to come back and, put his name back up there with the top echelon fighters. But at this point, without fighting for the belt, it's a high risk, low reward fight. I mean, of course, he gets his name back, up there with the big stars, and he gets, choose, different opponents, make more money, bigger fights. But at this point, going against Tszyu after a 2-year layoff, to me, is very dangerous. I got to say that. And I'm a Keith Thurman fan to the fullest. Y'all know that about me. But Keith Thurman is going to have to be very much in shape, y'all. He's going to have to be in the best shape of his life that he's ever been. Because moving around the ring on Tszyu will cut that ring off in close quarters. And the long arms of Tszyu, that might be a disadvantage of him. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman could get on the inside. Keith Thurman, by him fighting at 154 this fight, he will be more comfortable, I believe, and it will bring probably more power with weight, to his hands. So, this is a dangerous fight for Tszyu as well, going against a former unified champion. I think this fight was probably picked and chosen by Tszyu as a cherry pick to go after Keith Thurman because he's been off on them 2 years. It's a smart play, but it's a very dangerous play. Keith Thurman, even at the highlight of his career, was going through a lot of injuries and he was still beating people. I think he's a little bit more dangerous now that he doesn't have that he has had the layoff. He's had time to heal from certain things. But the layoff, it does leave him with rust. We got to think about the Mario Barrios fight. We got to think about the Josito Lopez fight. And even though these were not easy opponents, some people may look at it and say, well, Barrios, he should have just knocked Barrios out. Barrios was weight drained when he fought Tank. It was a different fight that night. But fighting Tszyu, man, he going to have to stay away from them uppercuts, and he going to have to be in the best shape of his life going out there trying to fight Tszyu because he's going to have to move around the ring and use his awkwardness to advantage. And also, people have forgotten the awkward style of Keith Thurman. And y'all forgot the heart of Keith Thurman. I know Manny Pacquiao beat him, but if you go back and look at it, that fight could have went either way or draw. But since it was Manny Pacquiao, they chose Manny Pacquiao. But the heart of Keith Thurman, it's the same man that fought with Heman Tobus, who's been hit with hard body shots and come back to win fights. So I don't know what's happened, throughout the years. He got married and things like that. But hopefully we come out there and we see a great performance by Keith Thurman, which I'm hoping for. But I'm very doubtful, y'all, and I'm being real with you that he might be able to pull this off due to that layoff. If he would have had 3 or a comeback fight or a tune-up, I probably think differently. But that layoff, man, is gonna have some problems with it. He had trouble with a guy moving up from 140 to 147. So, and I just worry about this fight for my boy Keith, to be honest with you. Not being biased, I got to be a real fan. I think Tszyu gonna pull this off, y'all. I think Tim gonna pull it off. By Keith Thurman, I think he trying to sell tickets when he disrespected the Mexican style. He almost made Tszyu, don't disrespect the Mexican style. Don't do that. But I think Tim might be able to pull it off and get the name under his belt. But y'all better watch out and not count Thurman out, though. Y'all, he chose this fight for a reason, but I just wish he would have did it for a belt. This your boy Easy. I'm out.